Hello, everyone. Welcome, SpeedGaming. In the future, welcome, YouTube. We have round 5 of the Swiss Echoes tournament. We have LucariusLion and azder. This is a 3-1-2-2 matchup, pair up, pair down. But it's simple. Lucarius wins, azder's out. azder wins, they're both in. So azder really wants to win here today. No special agreements today. So we have just a standard race. I am Leno, joined by my co-com today, Baha. How you doing today, Baha?
Pretty good. I'm excited for. We are wrapping up our Swiss rounds today. We've got a kind of simultaneous triple header going on. We've got this race, another race in an hour, another race an hour after that, and that will wrap up our 5 rounds of Swiss. So yeah, we'll be seeing who makes the top 8 at the end of today.
All 3 matches today have playoff implications. The next one, Captain MD and Callum Chiss has enormous playoff. Yeah, what I'm trying to say. But we'll focus on this race for now. We got an Emerald Translator at Tumos, at Umos actually. Spider Balls and Aegon, already looking better to our runners. If you happened to tune in to the race yesterday, that was a gem. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it. That was amazing. As one of our 2 trackers today, Schwartz Gandhi, participant of said match, will tell you, we have Gollop and Schwartz Gandhi on tracking today. We have a full crew. We have an amazing race. It's going to be a lot of fun, chat.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Fortunately, Emerald, not much help here against these splinters, so we're going to have to do this fight the old-fashioned way with our good old charge beam. Car's getting a nice little double hit there. If the splinters get close enough together and you can get a little splash damage while you're doing a charge shot, that definitely can help speed up the fight a little bit. But
yep,
kind of RNG if that happens or not.
Yeah, can't really count on it too much, but it's okay. We just got the standard couple shots, 2 fully charged shots on the Alpha Splinter, and we switches to the Dark Alpha Splinter.
Yeah, really good.
I was just gonna say, what kind of anything are you expecting today with this match?
It'll be interesting to see. So, one of the big kind of differences between these runners is Lucarius knows about as much out of bounds as anybody in this tournament, whereas azder doesn't use it very much. But in terms of inbound movement and tricks, azder again is up there with anybody. So it'll be interesting to see if any of these kind of major items that end up being skippable with out of bounds show up. And if they're in particularly dumb locations, that probably favors Lucarius. And if not, I think we have a pretty close race that even azder might be a little bit favored in. These 2 runners actually did match up in the previous tournament, and azder took that win. Lucarius is going to go peek at this item here in Temple Transport A access. We can't pick it up yet, but this knowledge might be actually interesting to have. That looked like secrets to me.
Oh, what? No, it wasn't. We saw a Dark Burst in Transport B access, and azder said, no thanks to that. We could proceed towards Temple Grounds.
Oh, Galopsane looks like launcher. That's an interesting option, too.
Well, let's see here. If it's a logical missile launcher, then that means GFMC compound, that route is not the way to go, obviously, to get to that.
Mm-hmm. It's good knowledge for Lucarius, because then that means that any one of the plethora of items that lets you break that debris will give him the knowledge that missiles are now in logic, if he's already found an expansion somewhere.
That, I couldn't tell what was in Temple Assembly Site, but... Oh, am I quiet? Let me move my mic. Maybe that'll help.
azder is interested in this.
If it's a missile expansion, that's good.
Yep, we take those. Oh, nice frame 1 morph there from Lucarius. The weird Samus standing while also morphing animation.
Oh, and wow. Main power bombs. Okay. So if that was the launcher in Transport A axis, then that means you have to get bombs or supers or boost or screw attack to go up there to get your launcher to come down here to get your power bombs, logically speaking.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't surprise me if both runners just take this all the way through GFMC. We can even check Wind Chamber Gateway if we want with some scan dashes. That won't be in logic. But all these checks I think are worth doing here.
Now, depending on how you feel, like runners might wait until they do Jump Guardian to do this loop, just because you can route in GFMC ship. Because otherwise you have to take a second trip through the Temple Grounds to do this. We see a beam-related upgraded reliquary. Probably dead. Could be supers. Won't be light beam.
Okay, sorry, I positioned my mic a little bit closer as well. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if it is still quiet. Oh, now I'm louder. All right, we got inconsistent answers.
That's okay, chat. We're doing it live. Just a
It's a
missile
little
expansion.
dupable missile here.
Yep. So nothing but missiles though from the power bomb. Schwartz is not going to dupe it. Maybe not yet. I like this
Lucarius,
fortress
yeah.
transport. I like this. Oh yeah, Lucarius. Yeah, I like this transport hint play though.
Yep. We'd love to get pointed to.
Oh, it
Oh,
was.
okay. Well, that was not Seekers. Yeah.
Okay. Seekers and Mining Station A. That's going to be an easy get for either runner.
Yeah. So yeah, with Space Jump, we can pretty easily get it on the Wasp layer. Logically, we're looking for that Spider Ball that's in Aegon, as well as our Morph Ball bombs with the Seekers in Logic. So yeah, this may turn out to be a pretty friendly start here. Missiles and Seekers, presumably bombs and Spider are early. Really just kind of looking for beams at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, love this load. Windjammer load is so painful.
It is such a big load. Such a long load. And that looked like it was just a missile in Windchamber. Nice
As they're not interested in this out of logic check, so we'll see if this ends up being a good sequence break here for Lucarius.
Heard you like
It's a
keys.
red key.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
That might be big. That might actually be big. It was the missile launcher in Transport A. Okay.
Sharp eyes from Gallop there, our tracker. Alright, now after all that, we can probably start making our way towards Aegon. There is always the option of checking Hive Chamber B on the way here. Some runners will check that, some runners will skip it, and wait until they've killed Bomb Guardian to get both of those Hive Chamber checks at once. Not actually sure what I would do here. I'd probably skip it, because it's actually not in logic right now.
Oh,
or is that
correct.
true? Yeah.
Yeah, because we need bombs or spider have to be probably at the elevator, and then he can maybe go back. Actually, no. Space Jump was available from Dark Alpha Splinter. So
Yeah, Space Jump was available, but the only thing to break the rubble we have is PBs, and those were missile locked.
Yep.
So we need something else to break the rubble first.
So either the elevator or portal chamber access is probably going to be our bombs, or whatever it is that would break that rubble.
So Lucarius, haven't seen that missile, is just going to backtrack through Temple Grounds.
That is a key and a cursed lake.
That's always fun. Is Lucarius going for the hint already? Ooh. So we'll see what Reliquary has for it.
There's our bombs. Okay, so that puts everything into logic.
And Amber is in early Aegon.
Okay. I saw it was up to 3 rooms away. I didn't see what it was.
Yeah, Amber 3 from Aegon Temple access.
Oh,
I guess that could be beam locked.
well, we know
It
it's not
surprised me if it was just vanilla.
Yeah. Well, we know it's not Mining Station A because that's the Seekers. So it might be vanilla, yeah. But it could also be the temple itself. Could be Sand Canyon, and it could be Mine Shaft. Oh, that'd be kind of gross. Mining Plaza looks like it's nothing.
I never trust myself to make out that item on the restream.
Yep, and Ivy Paw mentioning that the Ing Reliquary is beam related. Probably dead, but Ing Reliquary is one of the checks that's just buried so deep in the logic that it doesn't matter too much. Call up one of our trackers saying it looked like it was a missile.
See if both runners go for this War Wasp climb on the second pass here. Actually, ooh, azder going straight for Bomb Guardian.
Oh, he's just opening.
No, okay.
the door. Okay, opening the door first.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot easier to get this mining station A item out of logic using the War Wasp layer. That layer happens after you fight the pirates and reload the room. But it stops happening if you've done that and then fight Bomb Guardian. It's replaced by another layer with the Light Wasp flyer things.
There are some shenanigans you can do to get both layers loaded at once, but it's not something you want to count on.
Yep. Yeah, if you fight Bomb Guardian before the pirates, then the Wasp layer will permanently be active after the pirates.
Missile launcher hit. Thanks, game. Missile expansion sand cache. Okay.
Oh yeah, classic Amber in Portal Access A. Just always seems to happen.
Alright, azder not going for secret launcher quite yet.
Yeah, Seekers don't do a ton for us immediately, and we know Spider is probably coming up, so azder may just be committing to getting the item the normal way later.
Yeah. Which is fine, because right now it's, as you say, it's just more missiles. It doesn't really do anything specific.
Mm-hmm. Lucarius grabbing this Amber as well. We'll see if he opts to pick up the Seekers right away, though. Which one of us is louder? Is it me?
Is it me? Did I do it?
I am loud. Okay.
Okay. Dark visor on Aegon Temple. Interesting.
Alright, I've pushed my mic away a little bit. Hopefully that helps.
Lucarius getting the secret launcher, as expected. And
there's
a spider.
So Seekers are free to pick up whenever we want now.
I'm going to turn up azder's audio just a little bit. Or maybe not.
I missed that Aegon Energy Controller hint. Was that anything interesting? Oh, Morbus has Dark Beam. Oh. So that early key is actually pretty good for Lucarius then.
Yep.
Now the game... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, if the other two are easily available, Lucarius can just beeline that and just get Dark Beam right away. On the other hand, if they're buried, it's kind of time neutral, because azder's probably heading back that way anyway to get to Windchamber Gateway.
So it's actually a surprisingly late Dark Beam then. We're actually looking for both of our progressive grapples or like Light Beam Supers grapple to come in from the back. Because Windchamber Gateway, although we can get it with our scan dashes, that won't be logically expected of us. And yeah, the game sure does love putting an Amorphous key on the ship to ensure maximum backtracking. So if that happens, then that advantage Lucarius has is nullified.
Yep. Chat, let me know if azder's audio is too loud, and I will adjust it.
Being on Amorphous. Love it. We have Seekers for the fight at least already. We prefer Supers or Light Beam, but Seekers are better than nothing. So we're going to make a little play into labs here. We do have a few checks here, but unfortunately without Dark Beam, we're isolating a number of things here as well. But could well be that an Aegon key is here and that this is required. Yeah, those roll missile shots are pretty swag, especially when you've got power bombs. It's pretty easy to accidentally lay one of those instead. I know you can mitigate that by like laying some morph ball bombs, which prevent you from laying a power bomb. But I never think to do that in time.
Usually when I try to do that, I panic and I end up hitting a power bomb anyway.
Yeah.
Never ideal. Alright, so we got some route divergence early. Lucarius is going to head towards Jump Guardian.
Yeah, so azder may be putting this off, hoping to find Aegon keys and be able to route a Morbus in right away. That might be the rationale for this.
Dark Aegon, Sky Temple Grounds, and Torvus Bog for the Torvus keys. That's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's all over. Something here caught Azder's eye, yep.
Yep.
Scan dash to get over here.
I'm told
Always
that dash
blowing
is
up the...
free. It looks hard, but I'm told it's free.
It's... yeah. It's not... I wouldn't call it free, but I wouldn't call it, like, terribly difficult either.
Beam
Intermediate.
Upgrade. Ooh, beam related upgrade in Battleground in cache. Okay. That could be interesting. Oh, missile related in Battleground? Oh, I totally missed that. So we know that's going to be dead then if it's missile. Mostly free. It's sort of free.
Ooh, okay. There is a grapple. Pretty good find.
Not the item I'm sure Azder wanted to see, though. Although, oh, actually, no, you know what? What if the other grapple's here at Bioenergy? That just immediately points him towards Wind Chamber. And that'll be the third Aegon key. That's probably... Oh, that's an Inghive key in Crossroads? Yeah, no. We're not getting that.
No, thanks.
Yeah, that means Screw Attack is going to be early with that Dark Beam being on the Morbus.
Yep, almost certainly. I think it's much more likely that we are expected to get Screw Attack to go to Gateway rather than Light Beam Supers. Azder has had one of the few late Screw Attack seeds of the tournament. The seed he and I raced was a pretty late Screw Attack.
Was it the Go Mode item? I don't remember what that was.
It was Go Mode Screw Attack, Spider Guardian. Stupid. But yeah, more often than not, it is early. It's one of those items that pretty much always unlocks checks, which means it's always an option for the generator to place it. And so, just on sheer probability, it's going to tend to be earlier.
Ooh, is that a vanilla key? That is a well.
Yeah, French vanilla.
It's the 3, so it's French vanilla, yeah. So that could potentially benefit Azder, depending on where this second grapple is and where the third Aegon key is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tough though, because like, does Azder? Oh my God, is that the Screw Attack? I think you might have called the Screw Attack in Bioenergy.
Commentator's blessing? Question mark. So, Cestrion, one of our commentators today may have gen this seed.
I'm on a roll. Can't stop me. All right.
Just gonna take your Jump Guardian real quick.
As they're having fun with scan points. It's these little terminals are super annoying. They tend to want to get grabbed by the scan visor rather than actually getting used. I'm surprised Lucarius isn't using any missiles on this Jump Guardian quote-unquote fight.
Oh, that is boost. Okay.
Interesting.
You know, initially when I saw the shape, I thought it might have been the grav boost, but huh. I mean, it's still early. We might have an airy requirement somewhere.
Yeah, I think part of the problem, Jojo, is the new multi-pickup placement and the fact that like grapple so rarely does anything for you by itself that the game will like quote-unquote place Screw Attack. So like whenever it places one grapple, it's almost always placing the other at the same time.
That processing isn't logic. And oh, by the way, Jump Guardian has our other grapple. So Screw Attack is super free.
This is... Okay, this is rough to route though. It's like you pretty much have to make like neither runner has like made the correct play. You just like have to do both of these plays before you're really going to be able to make much progress in this seed.
Yep.
And we still got to figure out where this last Aegon key is.
I'm thinking, based on what the checks we have available, it has to be here in Sand Processing because it can't be in Doomed Entry. We don't have supers to do Warriors Walk. I think it has to be here.
Oh god, it could be Hall of Honor Dead.
Yeah, it could be Hall of Honor Dead. Yeah.
Could be the ship.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it. Could it be main reactor?
Underground tunnel.
It could be main reactor, couldn't it?
It could be, yeah.
That would be actually really trash for azder, because azder doesn't have screw attack yet. Now maybe if azder knows the BSJ to leave, then I guess could commit to this fight.
He is good in execution, but I don't know if he knows that one specifically. We'll find out. He did not say before the fight, so I'm guessing...
Yeah, must be comfortable leaving.
Yep.
Yeah, transport center was an option too, but just some dark ammo here. But yeah, with screw attack, since we know screw attack is available and that we have boost and spider, main reactor is actually in play.
Azder's setting up for his BSJ, trying to find a good location here. Looks like
yeah, there's a lot of different setups for this. Some people prefer this outside wall. I actually just use the central pillar. But gets up.
Trying to find his door.
Yeah.
It's easy to lose your bearings in some of these rooms sometimes. It's when you take non-conventional method through a room to do something, it's definitely easy to lose your bearings.
Reload the room to get the second layer in, and then we'll get ourselves an in-bearer hint, or an in-cache hint, and look at this item that is secretly in logic, although azder does not know that yet.
I hear a hum, so it's not a key. Oh,
Dark Oasis is a key, though. Oh dear.
Oh no.
What is that? Is that a visor?
Look at it. He's having a hard time locking out, so it might just be a missile.
It's just a missile. Okay.
So who wants Light Suit World Tour Part 2?
Yeah. So where does azder go from here? So this is kind of awkward, because you're like pretty much obligated to save warp here, I guess. Like it's a really long backtrack through labs.
Yeah.
But safe warping without having done Jump Guardian feels a little bad. Because now you're isolating a check if you do Temple Grounds, but it also feels a little slow to walk back to Aegon from here. So I'm curious to see what azder does here.
Yep, so we have Hall of Honor Dead. There's a screw attack now for Lucarius. We have Dark Missile Trooper, Hive Chamber B. Let's see here. For azder, if he feels like doing out of logic, we can do, Gateway for that Aegon key. Hard to say what he's going to do here.
Yeah, I think it's unlikely he actually plays for this Aegon key now, which I think is going to be a problem later. It wouldn't surprise me if he just does the Hive Chambers and then goes back to Aegon.
Yep, that'd be a... That sounds like the logical play that he would want to do. Ooh, Lucarius doing position manipulation to get this pirate to spawn. And...
Should do it. Nice, yep.
Nice.
If you're close enough to that walkway, or catwalk or whatever, the game will reposition you there after the cutscene that plays after killing the 3 pirates. Nice little time save in that room. And yep, we are going to see the Hive Chambers here. Yeah, curious if azder will take this all the way to Hall of Honor Dead as well. That's only put it... Oh, go ahead.
I wonder if he does that first and then routes in Dark Missile Trooper.
So that also is only put into logic by screw attack. And now, I mean, both runners could be kind of making the calculus, or I guess azder, Lucarius already has it, but you can sometimes make the calculus that, like, if you found a grapple, the other one's probably available, and therefore you can route as though you have screw attack.
Yep.
Because, yeah, we don't logically have a means to climb this room, but there are plenty of ways, including this BSJ. There's substantiable.
You made that look easy.
Yeah, nicely done.
Beam-related upgrade. That one might be relevant.
Yeah, that is not going to be supers, but it could be One of the other
Annihilator.
beams. Yep.
It could be lighter. Could be lighter Annihilator. Ooh, a point of no return defiled shrine for one of the other beams? That'd be kind of rude.
That'd be gross. Just a missile. All on are dead.
Oh, I like this play by azder. He's going to go for the instant morph. Probably going to go for the meeting grounds hint.
Mm-hmm.
Nicely done.
Kari's able to save some time here in bioenergy with the screw attack. Forms a nice climb using the standable. And yeah, let's see what kind of information advantage we get here on azder's side.
He's the
Hive Temple Key.
Ooh, Dark Aegon, Dark Torvus. I didn't catch the third one.
Yeah, I couldn't read that fast either.
We did locate the one Hive key in Crossroads, so that's accounted for. Dark Torvus. Like, that's probably the one time, if you're a viewer, you don't want to see Chica.
Kari also is going to have to make this save warp after this labs play here. So it's looking like this Aegon key is probably just on GMT or the Hive Chamber B. Be wild if this is another one of those seeds we're actually checking. Hive Chamber B was huge before coming to Aegon. Lucarius could have had Dark Beam right away then. But could also just be here, in which case the double dip was required. Nope.
Oh,
Light Beam, though.
Ooh, that's
oh,
huge.
what?
Oh, you know what? That opens up a couple things. That opens up Torvus Grove for a potential Aegon key location.
Yeah. Okay. We also have access to Spider's Treasure.
Yep.
A few checks over there.
Ventilation Area A as well. Wow.
Yep.
So that Light Beam is actually a nice find right there.
Yep, and Sand Canyon. Woof.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Dark
Visor or Dark Beam may have just become a bit later. It's a burger. Yep. So where the heck is this Aegon key? Is it behind Light Beam? The other two keys weren't, which like sometimes makes me think that the third one won't be either, but sometimes it could still be.
azder was thinking about that save warp for a second. He's still thinking about it.
Yeah, gosh, where do you go now?
Oh, this is a save scum, I think.
God, Sank Entrance is in play too? That would be bad.
Oh yeah, Sank Entrance is in play. Oh no.
Wait, we can just get into Sank proper. We can do a lot in Sank. Yeah.
We can get as far as Dynamo Works to check the ooh, so we have Hall of Combat Mastery, we have Hazing Cliff, Culling Chamber. Oh man,
we have Reactor Core, Transit Station.
Yep.
Main Research. We can't climb up yet without Echo. We would need Echo for anything to be in Upper Sank without Dark Beam.
So from the front door, we just have the vanilla get as far as Dynamo Works before you need Dark Beam. But since we have Power Bombs and logical access through Sank Entrance, we have a number of checks available in Sank. Ooh. What's going to add more kinks into this is if Annihilator shows up.
Unfortunately, Samus's bot transmission blocking technology is not enabled this seed.
Oh, you know what? This might be the time when azder checks Wind Chamber Gateway.
Okay, this works out then, yep.
I want to say he knows the E-dash method, but he has a roll jump as a backup just in case.
Then azder, I guess, is just down that screw attack from Jump Guardian.
Yep.
See where Lucarius goes. Lucarius... Oh, Lucarius doesn't have the Light Beam yet, yeah, so pretty much has to go this way first. Then what do you do after Light Beam?
Nicely done there, azder. Now we're going to see that Aegon key, and he's going to put the pieces together here, I think. That might actually push him to Jump Guardian, knowing that Screw Attack has to be available really soon.
Yeah, potentially. Nice. That's the more difficult of the two. Scandish is coming back. And easy every time.
Nicely.
Yeah, nicely done.
Alright, Lucarius is at the ship. He's heading towards... This has to be a DMT play from him. Coming up here, probably Hall of Undead check as well.
Yep, good check here. Anytime you can check stuff that's kind of at the tail end of the progression items you've gotten are strong plays, so Hall of Undead is pretty good here. Fortunately, not the answer this time. See if Lucarius also goes for this hint. Or puts it off. You often will, at some point in the seed, take the Temple Transport Amber elevator, and then you just get that hint for free. So Lucarius might cut that corner now.
So we're 30 minutes in. We still have an energy tank. azder does have to be careful because these phase crates do 75 damage on impact.
Yeah, and these turrets deal 20 a pop too, and shoot 2 at once. All right, through them.
I wouldn't be surprised if we just see him roll slowly through the bridge, just to trigger the pirates.
Yep, I have lost more seeds than I would care to admit to trying to boost through this bridge. Oh dear. Okay, just rolling.
Yep. That's
a little clench there, but everything worked out.
Yep.
Watch your health here. These pirates, come on, powerbomb cooldown, please. Please, powerbomb cooldown.
Power bombs.
Oh my god, that one backed up.
How would that one not die?
Alright.
As
one left. Of course, that guy doesn't drop the powerbomb.
Oh, if only that pirate could have been backed up enough to get hit by that phase-on crate.
Okay, we're through.
Now we get a power bomb. Alright, so now he has to worry about the octopedes in the next room, but it looks like he's just going to take the entrance back first to reload. I like this play.
Yeah, definitely a little bit safer. Those things also hit pretty hard. They're a little bit unpredictable.
Lucarius, meanwhile, he's heading back towards...
Also GFMC play.
GFMC,
so yeah, also going to check. So Lucarius does have the advantage of being able to check the ship. If that's an Aegon key, he almost certainly just turns around.
Yep.
But otherwise, probably will follow this up into the Sank entrance play as well. Down go the pirates on azder's side.
Can't tell what that is. Look, I think it's a missile, but I can't tell for sure.
Yeah, looks like it, as you're not clearing out anything else. Might have been worth firing a shot at the lower debris, just in case you ever come back through here and want to get the hint later, but not super likely to save time. It's not that much of a ordeal to climb back up there if you really need the hint later. Oh, Lucarius not going to make the Sank entrance. Oh, it was an Aegon key on the ship. It must have been.
Oh,
okay.
No.
Oh, that's really bad for azder.
That is super bad for azder, yeah. And Lucarius, as you said, he's turning right around.
Why is the key always on the ship? That's such a bad spot for it. That's possible as they're fighting some goodies here. But Dark Beam is pretty nice, and Lucarius will be quite a bit ahead to it. We're lacking Screw Attack here, too. We gotta be careful with this, trying to use Quentin for stand on enemies. We don't have much health to play with. Just gonna take them down. But then we gotta watch the res bits. They are also pretty nasty enemies, especially with this little health.
At least when you're first getting through this room, they don't engage right away, so you should be able to climb without too much of an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially.
Looks like Ezra will take a safety save here. I heartily approve of that plan.
I don't think this is a save warp. I think this is just a straight up safety save here.
Alright, so time for the Worm Rave. We do have Light Beam, which is nice for that fight. We got Boost to make Worm skip much easier. We don't have health.
Yeah.
This is still kind of spooky.
Where is an E-Tank? Oh, there's a suit right there.
Okay, that's a pretty good find for azder. Oh no.
Oh no, he got hacked.
Oh, Respits. God, they have so much health when you can't just freeze them in one shot with Dark Beam.
So it looks like Azder's going to do the bomb space jump method for Reactor. This is a tough bomb space jump. It's harder than it looks.
Yeah, especially from here, because you gotta go backwards to get the instant morph, but then you gotta quickly switch to forwards to get the horizontal movement. But Azder gets it. A little bit of standable here, and there is our dark suit.
Well, that's going to make up for not having E.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is that transit station? Was that the other? That didn't look like just a missile. He can't get it though because he doesn't have the screw attack. And he doesn't have dark beam from a Morbus.
Oh, yeah, the lack of screw attack here is painful. Also means we'll have to do this check vanilla if it's important. What is that? Nope, just light ammo. Okay. So this does route somewhat neatly back into Aegon for azder. Azder hasn't done like Ventaria A and Sand Canyon yet, and can just route it into the jump grading and loop from there. Just feels bad that he's going to have to go all the way back to the ship and then back to a Morbus to get Dark Beam.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately for Sand Canyon, that's actually going to be an orphan check for now because he has to do jump guarding first before he's able to do that.
Oh, you're right, you're right.
This Dark Suit might actually pay dividends though because we don't have any energy to put Culling Chamber or Hazing Cliff into Logic.
Yeah, the Dark Suit does make that accessible and reasonable to get.
Looks like it's just a missile on Culling Chamber and Lucarius getting phase 2 Worm Skip, although super low in health. You've got to...
Watch the worm jumping in here. Okay, yeah, good.
If he wasn't careful, that would have killed him. Azder saw nothing he wanted in Hazing Cliff. Like.
Yeah, Spider's Treasure, not the answer today. So now where do you go as Lucarius here after Dark Beam? Dark Beam opens a ton of stuff up. We have like all of Sync, we have a lot of... Yeah, we have pretty much all of Torvis, except Lower Torvis.
Yep, he doesn't know that yet because of lack of Dark Suit and no supers.
Yep, Incash 4 is pretty reasonable. If you don't pick it up now, that's going to be very isolated. Getting the energy was something in Mining Plaza.
Maybe he's just getting the health refill? It's actually kind of hard to say. Lucarius, I want to say peaked Money Plaza. Got a power bomb on vent A.
Collapse? What do we have in labs?
Oh, he's gonna route through life door? I mean, if you're gonna do that, I think taking this light door to get to the other half of Aegon. Huh, actually, where is Aster going?
Unless this is a save warp, but at this point, like, Jump Guardian is definitely the densest area of things you haven't done.
Yep.
And Azure hasn't found anything that puts anything new into logic here, right?
Correct, he just has Dark Suit.
Interesting.
Lucarius taking that safety save.
Yeah, definitely don't want to fight a Morbus again.
Yep. Losing 6 health per second in the Dark World. No energy tanks especially. That's a very scary prospect.
Save warp for Master. Okay. Yeah, I would have thought just running through Sand Canyon back to the Jump Guardian loop would have been a good play here. Maybe Azzer really is trying to avoid the double dip of that early Aegon loop. Really wants to exhaust everything else before he does it. But unfortunately that won't work.
Yep, that is hard required today.
Yep.
Just a power bomb expansion. So Dark Beam, not really paying dividends yet.
I wonder if Lucarius just takes it straight into Torvis. I always like Upper Torvis. We have Emerald for the hints. Upper Torvis is pretty dense. But there is a decent amount of cleanup we still have here in Aegon with Dark Beam now. So could opt to do that.
I wonder, with Dark Beam now acquired, do you prioritize Mining Station B in this case? Just to get all 3 of those out of the way?
I like that check. It's a little out of the way. I mean, if Mining Plaza is actually something, and like this seems like a fine time to go return the energy and do that check.
Yeah, you still need Echo Visor though to actually make that check.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Otherwise, what Kyle says is going straight into Torvis from here. Wall crawl the Torvis energy controller, so that you don't crash. You get the extra hint and check in Torvis energy controller, and then can run to Torvis however you want. That seems pretty strong to me here. Right. Sorry, I'm saying I must have fumbled my words, but it's out of the way unless you're returning the energy. But if you are, you might as well go do it.
So amazed that we are 42, almost 43 minutes in. We have not seen an energy tank yet. We haven't even seen one.
Yeah.
Forget picking one up. We haven't even seen one.
Yeah, that suit actually starts to feel pretty nice for Azder. Okay, so Azder is making this play, which does make me question the save warp still. Oh my gosh, even the Shriek Bats are dangerous on 1E tank.
Getting the Torp's key hitting for Azder.
Still no E.
Oh, he's got to be real careful. You don't want to get Kraylaid here. I mean, he's going to get one-shotted anyway, but you don't want to get Kraylaid here.
Yeah. It's a nice sunburst at dark burst. Love that.
Taking a second peek at it. Love it. Oh, Sky Temple key. Okay.
That always feels good when you make a optional play like this and it ends up being something that was necessary to do.
Charge combos and underground tunnel. Oh boy. That is almost assuredly super missiles.
I have been trolled by that hint before. I have gotten a hint for like Sonic Boom that was written that way, but yeah, 95% that's supers.
That's gonna be good for Lucarius because then he can just bypass the wall crawl entirely. if he really wanted to. Maybe safety save just for the crash risk.
Yeah.
For lowering the gate, but I feel like he can just like avoid that wall crawl entirely now and just do Torvus normally if he wanted to.
Yeah, underground tunnel. Always progression. Speaking of, we are about 10 minutes away from Captain MD getting underway here. Not sure what speed gaming that will be, but I'm looking forward to watching that one on the VOD after this.
That's gonna be on main,
Ooh, nice.
assuming the Dread 80% has concluded, which I assume it has. We've seen that next match on SpeedGaming main, so definitely tune in for some double header action here.
Yeah, and we've got a doubleheader on Speed Gaming 3 as well. Is that what we're on? Yes.
Yep.
Immediately after the conclusion of this match, we will be hopping into Bash Prime versus Inner Slice. And yeah, Lucarius is returning the energy, so must have seen something there. Maybe it's supers on Mining Plaza. That would be... No, it's not. What is it then?
It could be I mean, it could be, and that could just be a charge combo troll like Dark Horse or Sonic Boom on Underground Tunnel. What could it be? I mean, it could have been. It could be one of the other suits. I mean, the other suit would have been prominent. It could be Annihilator,
Hey!
Cobalt.
We have an E-Tank!
Oh, Azder
Oh wow,
is gonna.
Azder's really putting off this Ship Guardian loop. Oh my god.
This is partially good, but this is mostly bad.
It does at least mean Azder can route in like Warrior's Walk and whatnot. But again, like it's just more and more options of where these Aegon keys aren't for Azder.
Yep.
And so we'll continue to like the ship is really an isolated check at this point. He's really not going to want to go there until it's pretty much last location. So this is going to be a very late Dark Beam.
Seeker missiles living up to its name.
I never had problems with this door, and now it never works for me. So I must be doing something different.
I find that standing too far back tends to let it fail, but also standing too close to the door also tends to let it fail.
Mhm.
Like, there's weird. I don't understand why positioning matters with Seekers in this game so much. Alright, super missiles now for Azder.
Yep.
Oh, that was a joke in Mighty Plaza. A progressive suit is in Hydro Dynamo Station. That is going to be our light suit.
And that's oh my gosh, it just keeps getting worse. Now, maybe that puts FTA in play for Azder and leads him back to the GFMC area, but he still needs to fight Jump Guardian before that.
Yep. The only issue, though, he can't do that because he needs Dark Beam to do the Torvus Temple to open up the elevator so he can get to Lower Torvus.
Right.
Oh. Lucarius right behind him. He's going to get his super missiles with Dark Beam in tow. Is going to get Meditation Vista at the same time. So this is going to be nice cleanup by Lucarius. GFMC.
Did Azder look at Mid Vista?
I don't think he did. GFMC ship has one of our Aegon keys, which is required for a Morbus for Dark Beam.
I forget where the other one Azder's missing is. Was it just in the Jump Guardian? Oh yeah, it was vanilla-ish.
Yep. It was Trial Tunnel, yep.
So yeah, the runners have mostly cleared the same ground as each other. Azder did make a play into Sanctuary from the front. Found a suit in Reactor Core that Lucarius is lacking. But meanwhile...
I didn't catch where it was exactly, but Cobalt has been hinted. That's a bad sign if you're a runner.
Yeah. Spider Guardian, Sync Map. I know Lucarius was practicing the Sync Map wall crawl yesterday, so I think he has that race ready to pull off if needs be.
And that is probably one of our Torvus keys right there. Oh, Inghive key, okay.
Yeah, Spider Guardian has been very commonly required this tournament.
Yesterday, being required was just
Nice super shot
dumb.
there.
Nice. As they're nearly getting shredded, but he's okay.
Sure would love an E-Tank.
Yep. Like, even though you have Dark Suit and you have atmospheric damage reduction, you have no actual physical damage reduction, because none of the suits actually do that in this game.
Okay, we still have that Dark Oasis being... now, one of the red keys was in Sky Temple Grounds, so maybe we get lucky and that was just, I think, a Chica key could have been there?
Yeah, it could
If
have
I'm
been
remembering right.
yeah. Oh wait, no, we saw the we saw the Crossroads key as... Was that an Inghai key? I don't remember now. Or was it a Torres? No, that was an Inghai.
Oh, yeah.
Don't quite remember. Crossroads was Inghai. Thank you.
Missile launcher on Spider Gurney. I was happy with that.
Runners were not happy, but...
Sorry, it's history and I made up. Or at least I choose to believe that.
Hey,
Alright, Azder finally gets an E-Tank. Yeah, I feel good about that. Nice missile. Getting deflected by the... whatever these plant things are called.
Is there some tech in this room that Azder's trying to do? Huh.
There are a couple ways to dodge this. There's you can stand on a little bit of that track and then jump straight to it.
It was Cobalt in Mining Plaza.
Oh.
Cobalt is one room away from Egg on map. That's Mining Plaza. That's what Lucarius said.
God, and it was hinted.
Oh.
That's scary. Okay, as we finish with the light Torvis loop, can't do dark Torvis without a beam, and so is just gonna, hopefully, finally, go grab his screw attack, Aegon key, and enable the ship item. So hopefully this will all put Azder back on track. But Lucarius will have a bit more time here in Torvis, and probably will be the first one to SDK hints. Now, in general, this is a bit nice of a seed, I think, for Azder. Supers and Seekers showing up early, I think generally is good for him, just because it'll even up kind of the ability to get SDK hints.
Yep.
As well as some of the skips.
Spider Ball is always... well, maybe that's Spider Guardian. Spider Guardian, we don't know yet. Spider Ball is always required, just because of Ember Ing 2 being requiring of the Spider Ball to beat the boss.
Hinted Cobalt makes it seem like Spider's probably logically required, because Spider is 3 of the 4 Cobalt checks. But it's possible that Cobalt hint was just a like leftover randomly placed hint, and isn't actually indicating that that was logically required to beat the seed. But it is increased probability that Spider is required.
Do you think Lucarius goes to Lower Torvis once he's done here with this cleanup?
Absolutely. I think he'll go as far as Hydrodynamo Station once he gets a hint that a suit is there. At that point, maybe you grab the... At that point, I probably just save warp hints and then go grab the 3 emerald hints after that. But the lower Torvis hints are so dense that it is pretty nice to pick them up. Nicer if you have grab, but it's still reasonable to do even if you don't. Here will be the hint here. It would be nice if Lucarius could do the Cash B wall crawl to lower Taurus, but with this amount of health, I'm not sure if he'll feel comfortable with that.
Probably feel more comfortable when he gets the suit, but That's kind of a double back at that point. So I don't know.
Right, because the suit's already down there. So yeah, kind of. Oh my gosh, Azder's really putting off jump guarding. I mean, Azder will have to double back out of here eventually. So a lot of PB expansions this seed. Nothing else we can do here though.
So that's going to be 3 SDKs now for Lucarius. We have 6 unknown.
That's a nice pickup for Lucarius. Azder was forced to isolate that check without screw attack. Although I guess we haven't done like Plaza and whatnot, so it's possible we'll be back through there anyways.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Azder is heading back to Judgment Pit. He is supering the Jump Guardian. Okay.
No. Azder may have been choosing to put this off as just like a... if he feels a bit behind against Lucarius in general, just like as a corner to cut. Because I think, like, honestly, the way Lucarius routed this is probably the way I would route this, and most people would route this, where you would do Jump Guarding before labs. So I think Azder wanted to kind of skip that to get ahead. And then at that point, if you ever go back, you're giving up any advantage you would have ever gained until you start running out of options like Azder finally did here. So I think this was just kind of a strategic play here to put this off.
Unfortunately, this play is required because of the last Aegon key being on top of GFMC ship.
Right.
Probably not happy seeing that screw attack there specifically.
No, I would not think so. Probably not happy about not finding 2 Aegon keys here either. I think at this point he was assuming it like had to be the Aegon keys here. Unfortunately, we'll be disappointed to find that there is still one out there somewhere. Kurt's gonna go for some air underwater here. It's interesting looking this far down. Maybe he's got some sort of visual cue he uses.
Maybe. Unfortunately, he was too tight to the inner circle there, inner platform, so he bonked and took a fall. It's common to do when you're trying to do air underwater on this room.
Underwater dash there?
Underwater dashes, yeah.
Is a good way to save time moving around in Lower Torvis. There's our suit. And are we just bailing? Looks like it. Alright, so what does Azder even have left? Is it just the ship? It might just be the ship, which
it might just be the
sucks.
ship, yeah. For him, it's actually kind of a good thing that the Annihilator Beam has not appeared, because that would have just steered him even further away, potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lucarius took a save warp. I'm a little surprised he didn't just exit Torvis, but maybe he thinks this is faster. It's actually kind of a good question, which way is actually faster to get to hints from that specific save station?
I think this is faster.
It probably is. This is faster? Ah, nice. Plane of Dark Worship is in logic for Lucarius, not yet for Azder, because Azder does not have proper Dark World access. So Pod W could have something. We know it's not the suit, so unfortunately, Cestrion, that won't pay out today.
We're really not missing a ton here. We know where both suits are, although each runner... Well, Azder knows where both are. Lucarius does not know the one in Reactor Core. But we're seeing Annihilator Echo. Cobalt is locked by Echo.
And Grav.
So Lucarius will show us how many of those missing items are actually required. Now, what Azder wants is something like TTE and main gyro chamber, just full tracker nonsense.
Yep.
As if
Light Suit World 2 or Part 2 is that's ideal, but that's also not ideal because there's Lucarius
wants the Path of Eyes hint.
right,
if he's planning to stay scum these, then yeah, that makes a lot of sense to grab that first.
Probably not coming back this way until the end of the game, so that's a heads up play there by Lucarius.
Mm-hmm. And that will be all our violet hints. And I think he's gotten all the amber hints as well. So just the 3 lower Torvus hints will be available to us.
Advisors and Inghive. Oh no.
Okay.
That rules out Airy. Airy's not. Airy is Sank. So that is not going to be vanilla. We know it can't be quad. Hive Dynamo works. Hive Dynamo works. No, it can't be Hive Dynamo works. That locks Cobalt. So Hive Dynamo works is dead.
So yeah, just ATS then.
It is ATS. Yeah, it has to be ATS because we've seen Calling Chamber and Hazencliff.
Yeah, Lucarius doesn't know that. I don't think he checked Spider's Treasure, so he might do that first. But yeah, ATS will be the answer. All right, well, that knocks 2 of our progression items off the list. We know.
Oh, you know what?
Cobalt and Echo are available.
It could also potentially be Inghive Entrance.
Oh God. Yeah, it could. Oh, that's mean.
Because both suits are in Logic. Oh no. Well, actually, does lack of Grav Boost put Hydro Dynamo Station in Logic? I want to say it does, because that's a vanilla check. Yeah.
Yeah, you can pretty much do everything in Lower Torvus without Grav except the transit tunnels, and I assume the blog fight requires it.
Sacrificial Chamber, that's gross.
Yeah, that's doable though.
FTA, okay, Light Suit World Tour begins.
Tank map station. Oh no.
So we definitely need that Cobalt from Mining Plaza. Amorbus is now hard required.
Cars is like, nope. Of course it is. Check out. Oh, I'm sorry.
Amorbus Plaza, okay. A Cursed Lake. We knew that one.
Oh my God! Is Dark Oasis a freaking Chica key for an STK?
Oh no!
Oh no! This is me. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Oh, we still have no. Oh my gosh!
We have no.
We have no Chica keys.
We know where they're at, kinda.
Does anyone remember that hint location?
So we have a Cursed Lake, Sank map.
FTA.
FTA Chica.
We're missing one. Torpus Plaza.
Torpus Plaza, yep. And then Sacrificial Chamber. We have exactly 0 quad or Umos 2 hints yet. Quad, unless I don't think quad or Umos can be in play.
Lucarius is looking for this. So, Dark Aegon, Sky Temple. Oh no! Oh no! It could be Dark Oasis.
I think it has Dark Oasis. It has to be Dark Oasis.
Oh, what have I done? Oh, that's so bad.
Oh no.
So yeah, so Lucarius could skip the Cobalt, but there's not much practical reason to at this point, I think. I would probably head to Sank here, grab that Echo, get your Cobalt for the Cobalt hints. Although, let's see, so we do need the Light Suit, and Lucarius has no info on that. Should stumble into it in Sank, actually. Especially if he goes in this way, he'll find it.
He might also get it hinted, too. Because we have a lot of hints unaccounted for yet. Dark Visors and Aegon Waste, thanks game.
Yep.
So Lucarius knows what he needs. He needs a hint for Echo, and he needs intel on the Light Suit.
Oh, that's a good question. Sky Temple Grounds Torvis key.
You know what? We haven't
It's
seen
not
Profane Path.
Reliquary. Or
We
was...
haven't seen.
Yeah.
It's not Reliquary. We haven't seen Profane Path or Phazon Grounds yet. We haven't seen. We know what Defiled Shrine is. That's not a key, so that can't be that.
I don't think we've looked at Pod W yet, right?
We haven't.
That would probably be the best location for it.
Yeah, that would be the best.
Yeah, Profane Path would be bad. That would require Annihilator.
And Echo, neither of which we have seen anything about yet.
Echo we know is in ATS.
Oh, true. That's true.
Or, well, Lucarius knows it's in Inghive.
Yeah. But we know it's an ATS.
Yeah.
Quad, yep.
Dead. I'll go for the Screw Tech Bonk to get around this barrier. This is it. I think it's going to go for the Underwater Dash now to activate the bomb slot.
This is a fun underwater dash. I like this one. It's nice and easy. Azder now has returned the keys. We're going to get a Worm Rave here. I'm pretty sure, chat, Quad has to be completely dead. Like, I don't think Tumos can even have anything. Like, Gravity Boost, I can't lock Echo Visor. And can't lock Annihilator. So I think Quad is just completely dead this seed.
So where's the third one? Dark Aegon, Sky Temple Grounds,
Torvis.
and Dark Torvis? Or Light,
no,
Light Torvis?
Light Torvis, yep.
Hmm.
We have not seen the key bearer yet. We just know that Cobalt is required for Sank Map, which is required for an SDK. Oh, but chat.
Oh, no. That is possible. All right, no, and we don't know it's ATS because Hive Entrance is in play too.
Yeah, Hive Entrance is in play. So we have a 1 in 3 chance, 66%
Oh my God.
chance that ATS is the Echo Visor. So if we see a Tumos hint saying he has Gravity Boost, but that can't lock Echo Visor, because logically in these settings we need Echo for Quad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he can't lock the path to Echo Visor, but he can lock the path to Chica.
Yeah.
That looks like an ETM there. Yeah, that's an ETM in Under Transit 2.
Now, did Lucarius? Or is Lucarius taking this all the way to Under Temple? I guess yeah. You want to do Bomb Guardian here or BB Guardian?
Yeah, I think he's taking the scenic route here. Double checking his hints now. He's looking for his Torvis key hint. I think he's looking for his Torvis key hint. Maybe not. I'm not sure what he was doing there.
Is there grabbing the energy as well?
But maybe he saw the visor, the translator in Mining Plaza, and that's why he knows, because he does not have the Cobalt hint yet.
Mm-hmm.
This is a really huge heads-up play for Azder. He doesn't know yet that Cobalt is going to be required, although it's easy to speculate with the hint that Cobalt was hinted that it's going to be required.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so gross.
It's so stupid too. Like, you have to go to Sank to get access to Cobalt, but to get Cobalt, you have to leave Sank. So it's like you can't get any of your Cobalt hints first pass through Sank, which is stupid.
Was the Inghive key hint on Path of Eyes? Is it because that's the hint he reset out of, right?
Oh, maybe.
Okay, so there's the Dark Torvis Inghive key. We know the Crossroads key is Inghive. So we have a Sky Temple Grounds Inghive key out there yet. Or was that a Torvis key? No, yeah, that was a B5. I'm getting my hints mixed up.
Azder maybe making a play for SDK hints here as well. Has everything to make it pretty smooth.
And everyone, raise your hand if you pause the frame before the cutscene hit.
And so yeah, if there are 3 locations for Hive Temple keys, then it is guaranteed Dark Oasis.
Yes.
Because if there's only one in Dark Aegon, then it's the Crossroads one. Yeah.
Yep. Dark Oasis. Yeah.
That's so bad. Oh my gosh.
So this is gonna be, based on what we know, no runner has an advantage right now. Like Lucarius has a couple more hints and has some more intel on a couple more items, but this is just bad. Azder knows what the second suit is. He's gonna get that light soon.
Yeah, I don't think that ends up being a huge advantage though, because I think Lucarius is gonna play into Torvis. He's gonna not die though. He's gonna play into Sank from here, and you're gonna run across Reactor Core for free. Yep.
Yeah, so that advantage disappears. Oh,
yes, this was a good set of SDKs for Azder. Azder needed this to be a bit longer of a seed to have some time to come back here. Just some dark ammo up on the screw attack wall, I think. Yep. Nice required sonic boom.
Crash boom bang is very
hard required. For those not aware, the flying incash in Dark Oasis will not spawn if you have not collected the item from Powerbomb Guardian. So
you can't kill him and leave the item there and leave either, because that will despawn the item, and Dark Oasis is forever locked out.
Yep, that is a tough way to lose a seed.
Azder now going to get his hints. He will see that none of them are free. Well, a couple of them are free, but keys overall are not free. So he knows that he's in for the long haul.
Yep. And so yeah, actually the Torvis Plaza being required does make the skipping Med Vista earlier not really a big deal.
Yep.
As there won't really lose any time from that.
Yep. Because he'll just get those back to back. So there's Sank Map. There's Med Vista. Torvis Temple. Storage A.
That's right, Azder hasn't been down that way.
Yep. Curse Lake, but he had a pretty good idea that was going to be the key anyway. There was the Sky Temple Grounds key hint. So maybe, but all right. Oh, he is not resetting. Interesting.
You know, could Defiled Shrine be Annihilator? Did Azder check it?
He did not. It was a
Defiled Shrine could be Annihilator.
Yeah, it was a beam related upgrade. Well, that'd be kind of huge if it was, but also really bad.
I don't remember if Lucarius checked it either, actually.
No, I don't think he did. Now we have the Attack of the Dark Pirate Commandos.
Yep. And we do have to go back up to Upper Torvis, which is a little unfortunate. Not too many places up there where Dark Pirates will spawn. Might get hit with one in Torvis Grove, possibly in Forgotten Bridge.
And yet, at the hour 13 mark, remind everyone, this is playoff. Azder's playoff life is on the line. He needs to win to advance to bracket stage. Lucarius is in either way, I think. There might be some weird math where Lucarius gets out with a loss and a bunch of other people win.
Yeah.
Definitely give
Yeah.
our runners a follow. Give my Kokam Baja Blood a follow. Give our trackers Gollop and Schwartz Gandhi a follow. Definitely terrific people. You should follow them.
Yeah, follow Leno as well. Always good content. Curse multi-worlds.
I definitely just didn't do a multi-world earlier with a.
Go mode screw attack. We love it.
Yep. Go mode screw attack in Frost Cave. CGC multi-worlds are fun, even when it's not CGC settings. Anyway.
How much more time is Lucarius going to spend here in Lower Torvis? Looks like he just wants to get out of here. Did he look at Gathering Hall ever?
He did. I think he did.
Looks like it. Yeah, I see the light beam door lit up. Okay.
Yep. That secret door is black magic.
It's so bad. Yeah. Okay, as we're back at Dorvis with Darkbeam now. Can go fight the pirates and make his way to Lower Torvis for that light suit. As well as pick up these emerald hints that he's been missing.
Oh, okay. That's the suit hint for Lucarius. That's the one he needs. He doesn't know it's a suit yet, but...
Probably was going there anyways, but this certainly works to confirm that you had the right idea. Can get the super missile shot here. Gets it, nice. Lucarius finally entering Sank. Oh, I think for the first time this seed.
Oh, yes.
And the hunt for Echo begins. Will it be... I wonder if Lucarius does go straight for Hive entrance, along with the Culling Chamber check.
Oh, given his proximity to Hall of Combat Mastery, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I think you want to. Just like sometimes you, especially when you didn't have Light Suit entering, like can you adapt your planned routing on the fly to kind of account for that?
And Gollop, one of our trackers, bringing up a good point that one of those aerial training site checks is actually echo locked, so it's 50-50 Inghive, 50-50 ATS wall.
That's true. Although pretty much everybody uses the ability to scan that force field from behind. That is not actually in beginner logic.
Yep. Should it be? I don't know. It seems like it's pretty. I mean, it's definitely easy, but is that something that could be knocked down? Maybe. I don't know.
See a case for it actually. Yeah, it is pretty straightforward. And it's like one of those tricks that like everybody has seen and everybody has done. But there's our light suit. Apparently we are still lacking Cobalt. I doubt Lucarius goes for this Sank map play when we know where Cobalt is. It's a little bit slow to backtrack all the way for it, but...
the alternative is probably not a better solution.
Yeah, it's not the freest out of bounds. There's a couple ways that you can screw it up and lose a bunch of time.
And with out of bounds like that, it's time cost. Like, is it going to be worth it to do and break this specifically, knowing what the risk is? And
yeah, and you may end up needing this Cobalt anyways, just to get hints pointing you to whatever the last progression item or two that you're lacking are.
Yep. Like, there is a non-zero possibility that Cobalt is required again for Spider Guardian.
True.
Which would be terrible. And at that point, the out of bounds you would have done to skip it is just wasted.
So yeah, both runners getting light suit pretty close at the same time, just different suits. Nice, another ETM.
So setting up for his underwater dash here.
Ooh, skipping hive entrance. I think you're supposed to check it here with knowing Echo is in Hive.
Maybe he feels pretty good about the rest of Hive just having it and
Seekers. Sorry.
Oh no, and he's out of missiles. Now that's what's supposed to happen with those Seeker missiles. It's so stupid. Oh, Lucarius didn't have a power bomb for the tube. Oh, is this going to be our first Hive Dynamo Works check or hint?
Yeah, I think so. Not a whole lot this could be.
Life support.
Yeah, not bad.
Nothing on the Spartan exit.
Dungeon. Okay, we have all the Morph Ball upgrades. Okay.
And we have a possible cannonball in dungeon, but it's probably just a power bomb.
This is interesting. Lucarius not gonna bother to solve the puzzle here. That is a cool trick, but
that's a thing.
Yep. Yep, Screw Attack does let you kind of pass through the collision there, and then with some movement and luck, I don't know. I'm sure there's a setup that's consistent for it, but you can kind of get bounced around enough into the right location. Yeah, Lucarius looks like he is just beelining ATS here, thinking that this is the Echo. Just rereading hints. Probably also looking for this Torvus key one again.
But knowing your STK hints, knowing that Dark Oasis is a key, you can probably just safely deduce that is one of those keys. Archaegon.
We never did come across the Torvus key.
Right. It's probably Plaza access. I think that's the last light Torvus check we've seen yet. That's...
I don't think Lucarius checked blog. That would be a pretty trash location for it.
Oh,
Echo is in Hive entrance. Oh my god, this seat's bad. What have I done? There's like no way we're done with this race in time for the next one. Whoops.
So, Bash Prime Interslice, if you're watching, sit tight. You might be a while. Bash Prime and Interslice are supposed to follow us on this channel. We'll coordinate with them and see if they want to delay the start of the race a little bit. Yeah, there's no way this finishes in half an hour. Zero chance. But we are bringing you the quality entertainment that you, chat, deserve. Well, we're only saying anything because Bash's and Interslice's race is also supposed to be on this channel. So we might have to switch to a 4-player layout. Call both races simultaneously.
I did generate the captain one that's going on concurrently, but I think Reed did the Bash Interslice one.
Oh, azder, I think, did the BSJ to get to Sacrificial Chamber reload. Wow, that I didn't know he knew that one. That's a good heads up play there. Yeah, the screw attack proc. Yeah, that's a good one. What's the seat's phone number? 911. Help. Help, I'm being assaulted by the seed. Lucarius is going to lose a little bit of time having to backtrack for hive entrance. And now, once Lucarius gets his Cobalt Translator, he probably focuses on some of the Cobalt hints because he wants to narrow down if Gravity Boost is going to be required. Specifically, he wants the 2-most hint. That's specifically, I think, what he's looking for here. Oh, hello, TGC. No, we're just going about the Hall of Fame level of seeds that we've been having. And there's the Equalizer for Lucarius.
Not thrilled about that. I would not be either.
And TGC, we have got a classic on this one already. Chica required for an SDK. Light Suit required for the Light Suit World Tour Part 2. Yeah. We have Sank Map and Dark Oasis both required. Dark Oasis has one of our Torvid skis for Chica. Yeah, that's a good point by Gollop, our tracker. Maybe Lucarius was comfortable with just getting in with Mining Plaza, doesn't quite know the way to get out. I know that's been going around with some people as of late. It's possible that Lucarius does not feel comfortable trying to escape Mining Plaza once he gets in.
Yeah, it's one of the, if he's like me, like he's done it and could do it in an absolute pinch, but it's not like it could take an indefinite amount of time to escape. Yeah, so like only if you, if you have no information about it, then maybe you do it. But if we have like a known way to route to avoid all the tricks, then stick with what's consistent. I'm gonna step away for one moment here.
Right, Lucarius back at Aegon now. He's gonna go to Mining Plaza, get that Cobalt Translator. Then we'll see what he does after this. Azder in Lower Torvis. Yeah, having some internet frame drops from Azder's side. Technology is great when it works. Let's see where Azder wants to go here. Oh, he's heading towards Sank, it looks like. And the secret door opened on the first try for Azder. That door has opened 2 out of 3 times first try today. I'm calling extra black magic on that one. There's no way that ever works. Oh, this is the Dark Oasis play for Lucarius. Okay, so this will be the first Chica key that is going to be required. We know one is in Dark Aegon somewhere. We know the third one's in Torvis. We're suspecting Plaza access. So I think that's the only Torvis location we haven't seen yet. So this will be... Whew! Oh! Oh, this is going to be a... Oh, we got an Incash 3 play from Lucarius. Okay. Or is this Incash 2? No, this is Incash 3. Incash 2 is a Sonic Boom. Oh, yeah, that's true. Golliver Tracker pointing out that Transit Tunnel East, Transit Tunnel South, and Hydro Chamber Storage have not been checked yet. Those could also be the Chica key that we need. Major upgrade in reactor core. Azure already has that. So that's what, a 25% chance that Torpus Plaza access is our Chica key. Where is Annihilator? We don't know. It might not even be required. Defile Shrine is a beam-related upgrade. Neither runner opted to check it. So Annihilator could be there, but we just don't know yet.
Alright, I have returned.
Welcome back. Lucarius just picked up the Torvus key out of Dark Oasis.
Oh, God. Right on this Cobalt, I imagine.
He's on his way to getting Cobalt. He's still in Dark Labs.
Yeah.
Just making
What's Azder up to? Probably trying to track down this Echo.
Yeah, probably. I think he's deduced that it has to be an Inghive entrance.
Did Azder already do ATS and all that, or?
He hasn't yet, but he might just be banking on it because it's literally on path. But we'll see what he does. Yeah, and that's true. Planet Dark Worship is still unknown. That might be our Sky Temple Grounds key, Inghive key.
Azder is skipping the portal. That's unfortunate.
Yep. This is ATS then.
This would have routed well, because if Azder just picked up this Echo now and then left to make this Aegon cleanup, I think this is better than going all the way through Sync now. But Hive entrance is slow and bad, so I can see wanting to last location it if it is the actual answer, rather than doing it and being wrong.
You know, there's just a number of checks in this game, Hive entrance being one of them, where nobody ever wants to check it blind, and it's always going to be a last location check. We had one of those yesterday with Airy. Luckily, that was hinted with our secret launcher, but that's just one of those checks you never, ever want to do.
Right. I really hope that Profane Path isn't required at the end of all this. Let's just be in go mode.
There it is, the 1 hour, 32-minute mining plaza Cobalt translator for Lucarius.
Sync map now available, as well as some Cobalt hints.
At this point, you've got to feel maybe even a little frustrated if you're either runner. Like, you know, the seed has just been kind of rude.
Yeah, I feel like if I'm Lucarius, I think I want to route in. I think I want to find that Temple Grounds key now, rather than returning to Torvus. Like, we do have a Chica key here, but I'd rather have all three in hand while I'm still in Torvus.
Yep. That way you don't have to leave and come back. Setting up the visual cue, gets the bomb slot. Nicely done. That's a little trickier than it looks. Oh, Lucarius, where are you going? You're heading towards Med Vista and Plaza, but now... He's preparing for the Pirate Commandos. There they are. Okay, it was light ammo on the screw attack wall in ATS. azder probably gonna pick up this E-Tank.
Yep, definitely nice to have.
And azder deciding now that he doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, unlike Prime 1, the suits don't give you any damage reduction from enemies. So some amount of E can still be nice, even if you're on light suit. Especially here in Sank. But if you're confident with your combat abilities, you can definitely get by with only a few E-Tanks as well. Alright. Plaza access key, pod W key, seat solve, please? Maybe?
As you're choosing to screw attack up this way, there's a couple ways up here. Before you fight Sparta Guardian, that Sparta track doesn't work because reasons. So you need to slope jump or bomb space jump or screw attack up there, just because.
Plaza access was not the answer, so I think at this point the Torvald's key is at least logically gravity locked, which is really stupid. Is there anywhere?
Is it logically or is it hard required?
Right.
Gravity lock. That's the question. And of course, until Lucarius even gets Annihilator, he can't even consider the TTS.
He could still wall crawl it. It's a longer wall crawl. And then yeah, Blog is doable. It's just a really trash fight without gravity.
Now, do you prioritize your... Now, at this point, if you're Lucarius, do you prioritize your Cobalt hits, or do you prioritize getting your Torvus keys and doing Chica?
Tough. This is why I would like to have looked around Temple Grounds first.
Yeah.
Because if I could find that Temple Grounds key, I've got like a 2/3 chance of being able to pull up the Torvus key. And so I'd probably just go for that. But I would feel a little bad to go make this Torvus play now and then just like find out that like the Sky Temple key was like Profane Path and I was not in go mode anyways.
Right.
And then that, because then you would have Annihilator or whatnot to do this stuff faster. So we'll see what Lucarius does here. Does look like he's going to play for this slower Torvus key.
So 20 minutes ago, in race time, Lucarius gave off a raspberry of well, he was dissatisfied with what he's been seeing.
I think that might have been when he deduced that Dark Oasis was the Torvus key. Pretty stupid. Oh, ATS didn't find Echo. Yeah. Okay. That would do it too.
Well, no actual expletives yet, but I have a feeling some are coming.
Internal expletives.
Yep.
But as they're coming back with that Echoizer, can now route into Aegon for that cleanup.
Oh, do you just blind check Hydro Chamber storage at this point? If you're Lucarius? I think you have to.
It's so awkward to do that without gravity. I think you want to do the transit tunnel first.
Oh, what? He doesn't have Dark Burst? He only has 4 energy tanks? This might be a hard fight without gravity boost.
Yeah. Really difficult to dodge Alpha Blog without gravity. And if he decides to keep not opening his mouth, then kind of sucks. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a Blog play. Now, maybe Lucarius knows the air underwater. That makes that fight pretty free. I don't have much luck at all with the the vertical air underwater planes. But you can get air underwater even through like a vertical room transition. And Screw Attack works quite well against Blog.
Yeah, just shoot the door, Lucarius. There you go. Door doesn't open by itself.
Now, did Lucarius make a save at the top? I actually would like to see it. Yeah, reloading the save if this isn't it is smart.
Oh my god.
Oh, this seems horrible.
All right. Gravity boost is logically required. I think the only place that can be... No, actually, no. There's actually a lot of places where gravity can be.
Oh, Lucarius is going for this.
He's going for it.
Yeah, I really don't know much about... I don't know where exactly you're supposed to morph for this. I guess you can kind of see... Yeah, maybe it's where you can kind of see the light level change a little bit on the screen. I think you need to morph it like as you're passing through that, maybe. Ugh. Dumb trick.
So there is a... And I hesitate to even say this, because this is going to be the ultimate commentator's curse. We're running out of locations where this gravity boost is going to be. We know it's not going to be in any of the ink caches. We have the possibility of an Airy holding gravity boost to logically be required for this.
I think two of us can still have something. I don't think we've seen that hint.
Yep. We still need an Annihilator to put that into play.
Right. That's right. We haven't seen Feeding Pit. Unless Lucarius did that with Dark Oasis while I was away.
He did not do Feeding Pit. Yet we still have Sparta Guardian available. That is a possibility. Oh yeah. Okay.
Oh no, he got it on the wrong side. Rip. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
Yep, there. Yeah. Okay.
Oh. Nicely done, Lucarius.
Now we can screw attack the safety.
Yep, Duke still got to hit it when its mouth is open. Ugh.
Now Lucarius has a different issue that he needs to worry about. He's gonna have to go... Oh, nicely done. Fight's over. He's gonna have to take the route back down through dungeon catacombs, like that area, to get out through, I think, the dark door. No, he'll be going out through the light door, but then he has to go back through Sank, because he has no way out currently right now without gravity boost. So this
I could just take the save warp out of here.
Yeah, he could.
So it's Temple Grounds is where we need to start looking next. And yeah, we're 2 out of 3 of the Sky Temple Grounds checks are fine. It's just the one that's bad. Liaison Grounds and Pod W are free. It can't be any of the ink caches. It just comes down to, is it Sentinel's Path?
Yep. And of course, we do still have the outstanding beam upgrade at the Filed Shrine.
Profane Path, yes. Azder didn't pick up the Cobalt. I'm wondering. Oh, did Azder not fight PB Guardian yet? Maybe he's
correct. Okay. He's not been that way yet.
So he wants to do this before the remainder of the Aegon cleanup, so he can get.
I know.
Oh, Azder to get Cobalt. Oh, okay.
I know Azure returned the energy. I don't know if he actually has Cobalt or not. I want to say he does.
It would make
I did see.
sense for him to have picked it up. Like, you
Yeah.
were that close. So, okay, so Azure probably has Cobalt. And Azure is going to also find this stupid key down here, which is actually routes in well if he hasn't done PD Guardian, because you have to do that anyways.
Now with no, almost no energy though. I don't know if he. Does he know this air underwater?
Oh yeah, this fight is going to be like, dang, that's not much health. And he must not have saved recently if he's on this low of health. Yeah, he's not even going to look. You should at least look.
You should at least look, Aster. You really should. Alright, so we got a Plane of Dark Worship Blade now for Lucarius. That is not... That looks like a cannonball. Or is that gravity boost? That's cannonball. Okay. That cannonball is going to be convenient for Chica. As they're picking up Hydro Chamber Storage key. Okay. As they're just going to fight Alpha Blog outright. Unfortunately, without gravity boost, this fight is terrible. Oh, Lucarius is going for first. Like, oh, this is the Sky Temple. That makes sense. He's already here. And as they're now going to be in one-shot territory from Alpha Blog. Ouch. That might be a calculated death, though. But that's a little bit of a time waste that you probably don't want to do. This last save is now back in Aegon. Oh, what? He lost his light suit?
Oh no.
Oh no, Azder. Okay, so Azder's down a suit. He's gonna be down the Cobalt.
Oh, this is pre-Dark Beam. Oh my gosh,
no,
yeah.
Oh, that is.
This is pretty much game over. Yeah, that really sucks.
So how many Aegon keys did he lose then? So he lost his Torvus key. I'm going to imagine he lost one of the Aegon keys. Yep, read in chat. We do have hints. Chica is required. We have Sank Map required. We have FTA required. Lucarius. Where is Lucarius going? Oh, he's heading for Phazon Grounds. Okay. He's hoping that the last Torvus key is here in Phazon Grounds. So there's the third key of Aegon once again for Azure. That might be the second, but it's probably the third. Oh, there it is.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Phazon Grounds. Okay. So the seed did dirty, but it's not as bad. So we don't have to worry about Annihilator or Gravity Boost, technically. we have an FT8 play now for Lucarius. This will be STK number 7. Looking like Chica's going to be the last key. Did Lucarius check Sank entrance? No, Lucarius did not. That'll be irrelevant anyway, because heading towards Sank entrance, we're going to get the Sank map station, route that in back to Torvis, fight Chica, and that'll be effective GG's. Oh, Lucarius is going to set up.
Yeah, this is a cool technique. Nicely done.
Nice. I have to learn that one. Looks like it's pretty simple. Oh, we got the Ink Smashers.
All right. Lovely post powerbomb Guardian layer.
Quentin, nice to see you again. Oh, yeah, I get what Harris is wanting to do there. He wants access to the save warp. That's probably why he killed Quentin right there.
Yep, makes sense. And then it's just Chica.
Oh, this is actually going to be a great isolating Chica for last, because Lucarius can just do ammo refill before and after, and then just save warp again after that. Doesn't even have to worry about anything for ammo count. You can just spend it all on the Wasp. Of course, Lucarius has Cannonball, so phase 2 will just be an instant win.
Yep.
Cannonball was in Plane of Dark Worship.
It's kind of a fun spot for that. You can actually somewhat reasonably try to sweet conspire it and then use it to escape. This really sucks for azder. Yeah, I know you're way behind at this point. But
And he knows his behind too. That was just an unfortunate death. I thought he would have taken a safety save earlier than that, and he probably thought he did too.
mm-hmm. But props for sticking it out.
Yep.
You never know. Sometimes your opponent has had just as big of an issue. So never want to forfeit if there is still a chance. So you see that dot done.
Oh, we got cutscene overload here.
Yeah, the layers in Lower Torvis are fun. Airblog is a personal favorite. Oh no! Oh no! This doesn't route well at all.
Yeah, he can't get out this way because he raised the gate. Oh, this is actually really bad for Lucarius. It's not the end of the world. He can recover from this, but he has to save warp and go into Torvis from either Agon or the front entrance.
That's so bad. Yeah, lower Torvis after you've gotten Scandal to points is so bad to route without gravity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this will be a couple minute time loss for Lucarius. Lucarius probably looking at like a 2:15 finish time now, give or take, I'd say. Let's see your question in chat. How has the seed been so far? Answer: bad. How bad? Yes.
Yeah, pretty much full tracker required. We did get to skip Annihilator and Grav Boost, but everything else that was needed was in pretty stupid locations.
Yep.
Lots of... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, we know Gravity Boost is logically required to beat the seed. However,
yeah.
they were able to skip it. Annihilator's in the unknown. We suspect it might be in Defiled Shrine, because there is a beam-related upgrade there and then Inkash that's unaccounted for.
That's right. Reliquary was beam related too. That actually could be...
Annihilator. Oh, yeah, that could, yeah.
I would not put it past this seed. Oh my god. Yeah, it could be like Reliquary Annihilator for Grav and Profane Path. Absolutely stupid. Lucarius wanted to route up. Actually, I don't know what Lucarius is doing now. This never works.
Yeah, you're not getting out to a save point this way. You have to go through Sanctuary, Lucarius. Lucarius forgot that he scanned all 3 points in Hydro Dynamo, and therefore couldn't escape Lower Torvis that way. He's gonna have to save warp or go back through Sank.
But yeah, I think he should have safe warped from the Dark World. I don't know what this gets him. I guess he could take the elevator back to Sank, but that feels slower than just safe warping.
This is actually, yeah, this is one way back to Sank. Oh, don't reset, Lucarius. You can recover from this. Just be careful about where you're jumping. And don't let the blogs bonk you down, because that would be... because you'd have to loop through this all over again.
High five here, as they're also in a hydrodynamo station.
He's the suit, gonna have the light suit once again.
Nice underwater dash there from Azder.
Underwater dashes are one of those things that are really... they're pretty easy to do once you actually know the button, you know, what buttons you have to press, but can be daunting if you don't know. But overall, pretty free movement.
Yeah, this room, they are actually pretty difficult, though. You have a pretty limited window when you need to use your space jump. If it's too late, you won't get to. If it's too early, you'll bonk your head.
Yep. And either one of those will just cause you to fall all the way down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's a frame-perfect trick. But it is easier than some frame-perfect tricks where it's just requiring you to press 2 inputs on the same frame, which is much easier than certain things where you're just trying to get an air underwater where it's a game-determined frame rather than you having to do 2 things at once.
Yep. So question in chat. Lucarius actually was on his way to fight Chica, but forgot that Hydro Dynamo Storage is in a different room state, and he doesn't have Gravity Boost, so he has to loop all the way back around. Probably would have been faster just to save warp, honestly, but he has to loop all the way back around just to get back to Torvus from either the Aegon side or from the front door. I suspect this is going to be the Aegon elevator side. Oh, azder wants what's in Gathering Hall. I didn't see what was here the first time. Of course, having Spider Ball for Gathering Hall is definitely recommended. I learned the Spider List method for this earlier in the week. Would not recommend.
Oh, it's awful. Yeah. I just hate this room in general. So easy to mess up this movement.
Oh, it's an energy tank. Okay.
Oh, actually, yeah, thinking about that, turning up turning down that E-Tank and ATS actually may have been a big difference maker here for azder. That was relatively quick to pick up, but chose not to grab it. Okay, now we're routing to the top of Torvus, where we can actually get to Chica. Okay, yeah, and going the long way around as to avoid losing Cannonball, because it will definitely save us a lot of time on the Chica fight.
Yep, it saves minutes. Actual minutes. So at the 2-hour mark, I want to give everyone a reminder before we swap over. Give our runners a follow, Lucarius and azder. They put on one heck of a race, even though the circumstances gave us not as close of an outcome as we'd have liked. You can also follow our trackers, Gollop and Schwarzgani. You can also follow my co-commentator, Baja Blood. You can follow me as well if you want.
Yeah, but definitely give these runners a follow. They have this is a tough seed.
Yes.
And they've both done a good job this tournament. Some really strong players. So either one of them definitely could have seen making the top 8, but unfortunately there just aren't enough slots and there are too many crazy runners.
Yeah, if this continues and Lucarius is the likely winner here, Lucarius will have a record of 4-1. Will be tied for top record with yourself and Gollop, our tracker. And then math begins.
Yep.
I think we still have possibilities for one more 4-1.
Yes, the winner of Bash Inner Slice coming up after this will be 4-1 as well. They are both 3-1 currently. So yeah, we'll have likely a 4-way tie at the top, which is broken up by crazy challenge tie-breaking mechanics. I think Gollop and I probably end up being the 1 and 2 seed. I'm not sure exactly what order, because we'll both have a tiebreaker win over someone with the same record.
Yeah.
And then Lucarius and either Bash or Inner Slice will be 3 and 4.
Who are the two that you beat? It was Inner Slice and...
I beat both Inner Slice and Bash, so whichever one of them wins, I'll have a tiebreaker over.
Yep.
And then Gollop beat me, so has a tiebreaker point as well. And then I don't think Lucarius or the winner of Bash Inner Slice will have any tiebreaker points. And then it comes down to who Colts, like essentially a strength of schedule kind of mechanic. And that's where I haven't really done crunched all the numbers, plus it depends on the outcomes of all these races.
Well, before all that, we still got to finish this one.
That is true. But we are closing in on the end here. Just final bosses +1 for Lucarius here. These Chica keys were so bad. Dark Oasis, Alpha Blog, and Phase on Grounds. Phase on Grounds isn't horrible, but ugh.
It could have been worse. It could have been far worse than that.
Yeah, at least it wasn't a logical full tracker seed.
Yep. 10 minutes ago, Lucarius put out an oof in the race time chat. Probably be realizing the mistake of the Hydro Dynamo Station error. Pretty standard phase 1 here for Chica. Light beam on the swim phase, dark beam on the ground phase. Throw in some missiles.
Yep, weaving and missiles. Once you have access to the belly, since missiles seem to only deal damage if you hit the belly with them, so you have to just use Dark Beam when it's first coming out of the water.
Has anybody been able to do a 1 round without double damage on Chica?
There's some weird strat that I think Miguel did that involves like standing in the purple water and shooting Annihilator. Dumb.
And there is the 9th and final key for Lucarius. Now we'll have access to Sky Temple Grounds. We'll see if Lucarius does the heads-up play. I would assume Lucarius does the ammo refill before save warping here. Or just leave
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Does have, well, yeah, ammo counts are bad. Power bomb count is good, but probably want to grab a little more beam ammo. Yeah. I know there's like a good way to leave this room, and I have never been able to figure out exactly how you do it. The Chica corpse is annoyingly in the way.
Lucarius has really bad light ammo. Good dark ammo, but you don't really use that much dark ammo during the last final fight here. And Lucarius did not refill ammo. I wasn't counting on that.
Alright, fortunately we safe skimmed away all this, so we do have to wait a little bit for these doors and gates, but not a huge time loss.
There's once
Hard.
again the hard required sonic boom.
Amazing. Oh, we just need someone to find out how to skip the Torvis keys, and we're in business. The seed would have been free.
Well, free for Lucarius. I don't know if azder would have done that, depending on the technique involved.
True. But that would be such a powerful trick that, like, yeah, it would definitely be up there. azder versus the blog.
Round 2? Did he save this time? I hope he did.
First super connects. That's a good start. Yeah, this fight is not free. In fact, it is pretty difficult without gravity boost and this little health. Especially as Blog takes more and more damage. He refuses to actually allow himself to be hit. Which is a good strategy. More bosses should take advantage of that.
Oh, that one wasn't... I mean, that one wasn't open, but that didn't look like it did that much damage.
Yep, Azder already down to half health, and Blog not quite there yet. So far, Blog is ahead. We're a little late. God, this boss sucks. It's a good super.
That was a good shot. That was a good shot. Needs 2 solid connections now.
Yeah, Lucarius didn't use the ammo station. Does have actually decent ammo. Must have been farming some blade pods on the way. Can get some missiles here from these things to get back up to a decent count.
Ooh, I mean, if Azder...
Oh god! Oh, this is so close.
Blog, can you just be nice for like 2
Oh
seconds?
no! This last shot.
Oh, no!
Oh, it didn't open its mouth. Ah, that's so shitty.
He had... Oh, that would have been a win, too, if he was able to get that shot off.
Did save this time, though.
Yep. Oh, Lucarius isn't going to have enough ammo for phase 1. He needs 1 more missile. See if everybody 2 decides to cooperate. Nice 2 cycle phase 1 there. Looking really good on phase 2. Oh, Lucarius jumped the gun a little bit. I'm getting lasers to the face.
Yeah, Cannonball for phase 2 is really nice to have. Not getting bullied by the inglets. One more good one should do it here. Ugh. Never aimed 3 being a bully today. Oh my, still not going down. It seems to be going a bit better on Azder's side here. 1 super should do it. Still a decent chunk of health left. Charged Dark Beam's really not bad here either.
Alright, so I guess the final question for Lucarius is, does Lucarius get centered by DS4? Well,
Dark Beam.
Chat, we should get some predictions in chat. Where is Annihilator? Where is Gravity Boost? I'm still thinking Annihilator is on Defiled Shrine.
Pretty good. Oh no, Blog claims another victim. Christ does not have many missiles for this strat, so he's going to have to... Actually, this is pretty much guaranteed center now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, just over half health.
Yeah, might have been better off without that super with this missile count, but may not have been watching it that closely.
Schwartz, one of our trackers, is saying
Oh no.
Annihilator Defiled Shrine with Gravity in Profane Path. And Gravity 2 most. That's possible.
That's possible, yeah.
It is still possible that Annihilator is just locking itself. It could just be in Sentinel's Path, for example, or main gyro chamber.
Yeah, nothing to see required it.
As far as we know.
First super lands for azder.
Gravity and Hive Gyro. That'll be a nice little nowhere check that nobody wants to do. I think we got 2 more shots on Dark Samus.
And GG's! Get your GG's in chat for Lucarius. We're getting through that. Pretty cursed seed.
2 hours, 16 minutes, 58 seconds, and honestly, it could have been so much worse, but Lucarius did it. Will become 4-1, definitely advances to top 8 at this point. We'll see if we can get Lucarius in here for an abbreviated interview. Oh, Esther dying a 3rd time now to Alpha Blog.
Hello.
We're joined by Lucarius. Oh, sorry, GG's.
Nice thing, thank you.
So Lucarius,
succeed.
how you doing?
I'm destroyed. I'm stressed. Yeah. That seed was hell. Heck. Ugh.
Yeah, those Tauruskis were not very friendly.
They certainly were not. I mean, I'm known as the Chica guy, but still, that was just rude.
Yeah, the big kind of difference in this race, at least early on, was you made the jump guardian loot play right away, whereas azder went into labs and then kept finding things that gave him more options to do things other than jump guardian.
Oh.
So he was late to screw attack and the 3rd Aegon key, and therefore to dark beam.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
And then unfortunately, towards the end, he took a quite bad death to Alpha Blog, who is a stupid boss.
Oh my
And
god.
that set him back even before a Morbus.
Gotcha.
It was a pretty bad, unfortunate.
Oh, that's unfortunate indeed.
Yeah.
Like, I felt so behind this entire race because of the Jump Guardian loop, just having Screw Attack, right? And I did the stupid E-dash in Wind Chamber. So I was like, okay, that's a little time loss. And then the Aegon key ended up on the ship, the last one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, so that early loop cost me a lot of time if you played this differently. Oh, and then at the end, my god, that was just stress and not thinking straight.
So rare that you actually ever fight Alpha Blog without gravity. Like the remembering that you can't route back up from lower to upper Torvus again until you find gravity is like, it rarely comes up, but yeah, it was pretty punishing here.
Yeah, it really was. Wow. That is incredible that neither of us found that gravity boost.
Yeah. I am curious where the two missing items were. We saw there were two beam-related ST or ink caches in Sky Temple grounds. I'm wondering if one of those was Annihilator, but
yeah,
we really had no sign of that or grav.
Yeah. I've paused my screen on the gravity boost.
Ah, nice.
Hey, fourth time is a success for azder. Takes out the blog.
Nice. Let's see here. Annihilator was in. Oh my god.
Oh no. Cash
me.
Oh, you're right next to it.
Yeah, right next to Jacob this
Oh,
entire time.
Nobody checked that? I didn't even.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I mean,
Whoops.
just the way that these hints like crumb fed us of like, okay, now go here, here's something. Okay, now go here. There was just like no reason to go to Upper Torvus, so
and just
that's
like
gnarly.
so many double dips of all the areas required. Like the key on the ship was bad between Aegon and Temple Grounds. The like echo to Cobalt logic was awful.
Yeah, and I literally practiced Sank Map Station yesterday a bunch, so I was really upset when I'd already handed in the energy and knew it was Cobalt and everything, and then it said Sank Map. Because I was really torn whether to do the out of bounds there or not. I was like, I'll grab Cobalt just because of the hints, you know, and then it ended up just not ever being needed for hints.
Mm-hmm.
The sea was pain.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But you powered through, and you got your fourth win, and yeah, we should be seeing you in the top 8. How are you feeling about heading into the bracket stages?
Honestly, I'm happy that I made it, but on the other hand, if I see my gameplay versus some of the gameplay of the other people in the top 8, I am very afraid.
There are a lot of really strong runners.
There are
in this
incredible
tournament.
runners.
I'm going to be scared of every single person who makes top 8.
Yep.
So I think we're going to have some amazing matches coming when we resume after a brief break here.
Oh yeah, top 8 is can go anywhere really. Also, you mentioned a brief break. Do elaborate?
I believe we are going to be starting the top 8 in January after Christmas, after the holidays and all that. So.
Oh my god, I would love that because literally in 3 days I am going for a 3-week vacation to Portugal and I would not be able to play properly. So
perfect.
That would be so perfect.
Timing on that worked out.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize, but we are probably going to need to cut this interview short. We are holding up another race here between Dash and Inner Slice on this channel. So, do you have any last words for us?
That was suffering. I'm sorry that you had to see some of that playthrough, and thank you guys so much for all the work you've put in. It's really appreciated by all of us.
Yeah, no, thank you. This was you played really well today. Really difficult seat to route well, and I look forward to seeing more of you in the top 8.
Thank you, and you too.
Okay, with that, we are going to close out here, but yeah, stay tuned on this channel. We got another race starting up in just a couple minutes as soon as we're able to get set up. So we will see you in the next mission starting now.
See you next mission.